All right, what's up? It is Monday, April 13th. Just got done with a lower body day here. Started off with some leg curls here. Just put 5 pounds on top of the little plastic sliders that I had. Got 3 sets of 12, so that's like my rep target there. So I'm gonna move up, try to 10 pounds next week. If they fit on the little plastic part, we'll see. Pairing that up with some tib raises. I just like doing these 2 exercises before I do squats. I like to get the hamstrings warmed up and like to get the front of my my shins there warmed up just before we go into some squats. Just helps like the depth there feel a little bit easier to get to. I've been liking to do these laying down on the bench too, even though it looks kind of ridiculous. But it also helps stretch out the hip flexors too, again, just before squats. Moving on then, just with some dumbbell weight jumps. I'm starting to ramp up the intensity here. I'm still just doing 35 pounds, but I'm giving it a little bit more of a full send than I have been in the past weeks. The Achilles has been feeling good lately, so I'm going to keep, ramping up into intensity of the plyometric kind of stuff slowly, and hopefully it keeps feeling good. Main work there today was some squats, SSB front squats. Top set here, 288 for 3 and 2 down sets of 6 at 248. Still, these are freaking tough, man. I'll tell you what. The only thing I can think of when I'm doing these is like, don't collapse down. Just like, that's the only thing I think of, just like keep my back up, which is a good cue for me, for sure, because my quads are a weak point. When I'm doing just normal squats and front squats like that, always have been. So I think that helps me keep this, really forces you to keep this in your quads, and also just dump the bar off your shoulders. So yeah, it's been a great, so far it's been good. I feel really, really weak, but I feel like I got some good quad stimulus in after I do it. Moving on then to some single leg hinge work, these Hatfield single leg good mornings. Starting to get a little bit the hang of these too. One thing I really try to focus on here is like what I wasn't doing before is keeping my head more like neutral, where I was kind of letting it drop down where I was hinging down, and that was causing, I think, some instability, like it was causing the bar to skew off my back a little bit. But if I was keeping my head up, it really, really helped these out. Still kind of awkward, but yeah, getting a little bit better at it. And then 3 exercises, these 3 things back to back just to finish out the day here. Some cable crunches, landmine sissy squats to really just toast the quads off after some squats, and some calf work while I have the SSB out. Just hit these kind of like Hatfield style calf raises, just holding on to the rack. Just seems like a nice way to do calves and not have to worry about balance too much. So yeah, good Monday. All right, what's up? It is Tuesday, April 14th. Just got done with an upper body day here. Pretty similar to last week here. Even on bench, I hit the same 3 exact sets and reps that I hit last week, which was a bit disappointing, but that was all I had today, so, took it, moved on. But anyway, starting off here just with some shoulder isolation work, get them warmed up, before moving on to bench press with some dumbbell lateral raises, just with the 30s, and some face pulls here, just with 60 pounds for 2 sets of 10. And then, yeah, like I mentioned here, bench, I had 3 sets, 265 for 3, 245 for 7, and 235 for 8. Exactly the same weights and reps that I had hit last week. I was hoping to at least beat my rep counts on one of the sets, but yeah, it just wasn't there today. So, take it, move on. Paired that up with some Yates rows here, hit 265 for 2 sets of 12. I know I keep saying it, but these just feel really nice. I'm just gonna keep rolling with them while they keep feeling good, keep pushing up the weight. Moving on here to some vertical press and pulling with these VHS push presses. This VHS bar is like a neutral grip bar. These feel like really heavy to me, but I think what it is I'm just not used to the position, because like when I look back at the footage, it moves really well. So I think I just need to sack up a little bit and push it a little bit harder. I think I'm just not used to holding that bar in that position. This feels like really heavy, but the reps actually move really nicely. Paired that up with some pull-ups, weighted pull-ups with 90 pounds for 2 sets of 7, and finished off the day here just with some isolation work, some arm work, obviously, got to do that, some dumbbell incline curls, and some easy bar French press, hit the triceps, and paired that up, just these 3 things back to back, with some dumbbell rear delt flies, just with your 30s while I had them on for 2 sets of 12. So it is Thursday, April 16th. Just got done here with my athlete day. Athlete there definitely in quotes, because still for sure a work in progress. But this is my 3rd week doing this kind of a day here, and I've progressed up from the last 2 weeks. I stuck with the same drills and everything like that. This week I progressed them up a little bit. So yeah, making progress, felt a lot better today. So started off with some calf raises. Some isometric calf raises, which I'm sure is just a joy to watch on video. Follow that up with some slow calf raises here, just like a 3 second up, 3 second down tempo with a 20-pound dumbbell. Both of those I paired the iso calf raises up with just some tib raise work, and then I paired up the slow calf raises just with some Cossack squat work, just with a 45-pound dumbbell there. Moving on to some double leg pogos, and then progressed into some single leg pogos this week, which was a new thing. Definitely much harder. I'm interested to see on video because my right leg is the one that I've had. I've actually had both an ACL problem and more recently it's been the Achilles problem. So I'm interested to see how that looks on video, if it's like noticeably worse on that leg compared to the left. Moved up next to some box jumps, went up from 18 inches to 20 inches, nothing too crazy, but again, just moving up a little bit at a time. These landmine rotations, which I'm still kind of trying out, I'm still not totally sold on them, but you know, I have a lot. This is a pretty easy day for me, so if there's any time to do some experimental exercises and stuff, this is a great work for me. So threw them in here again, followed up with some weighted sled sprints. This is the first time I've kind of doing these like sprints. Again, last 2 weeks I've been doing marches, so felt good to do some actual sprint work, and even like afterwards now, my clothes is feeling good. So yeah, all good signs there. Ended the day here with some tempo runs, just 6 tempo runs at 7.5 miles an hour for 80 meters, just on the treadmill that I have here. And then finished up the day again. It's a quick day, so I just did some ability work on the air bike just to finish up the day. What's up? It is Friday, April 17th. A little bit later in the day here. I forgot to do this while I was at my gym here, so hopefully I can just do this by memory. But yeah, started off the day, it was a lower body day. Started off the day here with some snatch grip high pulls, just 155 for 3 sets of 3, just to get some explosive movement going before getting into the heavier hinge work. And I paired those high pulls up with some GHRs. Both of these felt good. Honestly, this day, it generally felt pretty good. I felt strong on this day. RDLs here, top set of 385 for 5, moved really well. And then 2 down sets of 8 at 335, again, moved really well. Just felt strong. I don't know today. I did the same weights and reps last week, so just this one extra week had me feeling like a lot better. So yeah, I'll be going up a weight next week just because, yeah, I felt really good today. Moving on then to some single leg squat work with some barbell Bulgarian split squats. Went up here from 135 to 155 for my sets. Still, the biggest problem for me is the balance aspect of this exercise. I'm getting better at it, but it's still an issue. But yeah, just hoping to continue getting better at it and keep pushing the weight up on this because I do want to like this exercise. It's just been tough to really get the hang of. But yeah, feeling better lately so far, so hoping that continues. Next up on this day was a superset of seated calf raises, barbell seated calf raises, and some 90-degree back extensions. These seated calf raises, you know, I do like doing them, particularly because of this Achilles thing, but the barbell is so awkward to try to get in and out of position with. Yeah, there's a couple times I kind of fumbled it there. Felt not the most safe exercise in the world, but got them done there, 3 sets at 245 there, and the 90-degree back extensions there just had a 70-pound dumbbell. And then last thing of the day here was some ab roller work. Again, just felt pretty good here today. I got 5 standing and then 3 eccentric standing, then concentric on my knees. And then my second set, I got 3 standing and 5 on my knees. So yeah, solid day there. And follow that up just to end the day with some Jefferson curls. And again, yeah, just felt good today. I don't know, something about, I don't know if it's a good Friday, you know, for me or something, but yeah, felt strong. So yeah, it was definitely a solid day. What's up? It is Saturday morning, April 18th. Just got done with an upper body day here. Starting off just with some cable lateral raises, just to get the, you know, nice start off the day with isolation work. Before moving on, just generally for my upper body days, like to start off with some shoulder isolation before moving on to heavier pressing and pulling stuff, which today was a superset here, antagonist superset of handstand push-ups and dumbbell chest supported rows. Handstand push-ups felt better today. I actually got the same reps as I did last week, 3 sets of 7. But last week, I don't know if you can tell, I have this whole like fluff from my the front part of my hair here, just, you know, how it works. And I think last week I was kind of just coming down to like touch that part, which was probably like, you know, this far off of like the actual top of my head. So this week I actually made extra sure to like make contact with literally the top of my head. So felt, you know, harder for sure, just that like 1 inch or whatever, made it significantly harder. But still, these have been feeling nice lately. So yeah, hoping to keep these in for a while, really. Yeah, dumbbell chest supported rows there, just 2 sets with the 110s. Moving on there to So a superset of just some weighted calisthenics here, some parallel push-ups and some chins, 2 sets both with a 50-pound weighted vest added. Moving on here to end out the day, just kind of some isolation work, some floor flies for the chest with the 45s, superset of those with some dumbbell alternating curls. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell in the video here, but I conked myself in the head pretty decently the one time on one of these. I think it was around like rep 6 or 7. So yeah, I'll have to see if you can notice that in the video. And lastly, that was like a tricep there, also with single arm cable rear delt flies. And then to finish out the day here, just some cable tricep extensions and dumbbell pullovers. These tricep extensions, I tried to do this last week too, where I'm trying to make it like 2 independent motions instead of like one kind of like smoother motion, just to try and get some like pure elbow extension at the bottom, and then some like shoulder movement there, just kind of at the top, and I'm like reversing it. So definitely feeling like a little bit awkward and robotic. So yeah, but I'm just gonna keep trying them and seeing how they feel. And dumbbell pullovers here is my last exercise. Only with the 65 pounds, but man, dude, I am like smoked. My back is like smoked, especially second set here. By this point in the workout, I'm just like, my back is just like dead. So these feel like nice in a way to get some stretch there, because it feels like there's like a lot of nice back pump, lat pump going on in that day, and then just to stretch it out the end of the day is kind of feeling like nice, like John Meadows kind of style thing. So yeah, it's a nice place to put that exercise, but man, the weights are light and I am just smoked by that day. But yeah, solid morning. Been liking these Saturday morning workouts lately. Feeling good. Even though I don't usually work out this early in the morning, get started this workout at like 6:15. But yeah, been feeling strong lately. So yeah, good day.